Do the,
You're live, it says. Hooray.
do the,
Thing. Julie,
well,
do the thing.
do the thing where I can see it.
Screen share the application. There we go.
Where even are we?
We just did the thing where we found out about heart locks and stuff.
Cyclops.
Psych locks, that's what they are. Hey, Castile.
Hello. Side room, Cyclops, blah, 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 blah.
Well, Andrew catches up to where we are in transcript. How are you doing, Castile?
Okay, let's go.
Alright.
We have to visit.
Off to visit.
Well, we have to go visit.
Oh. Oh? June 20, Korean Village.
Mr. Nick,
What's wrong?
I have never left Curine Village.
Really? That's pretty amazing.
You are going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi.
Hey, wait! Oh, she ran off again. Well, I know Eni's secret now, but still don't have any idea how I'm going to save Maya. I didn't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. Castile, I'm tired, in here to show support and dip. That's okay, Castile. We all have long days. Or, like, strenuous days, hours, moments. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Huh? Must be Maya.
It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix?
That voice. Mia?
Even without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand on your own.
Mia. She's Maya's older sister and my mentor. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help, just like this. Her spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for just a little bit.
Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, and especially when it's bad.
Nia.
You can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show to a client, Phoenix.
But...
So, tell me about it. I'm going to guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble again.
I told her everything about what had happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes, deep in thought, while she listened.
I see.
Yep, what am I supposed to do?
It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation.
And that is? Tell me, please?
Believe in your convictions and fight for the complete acquittal of your client.
Sounds like a pretty typical defense lawyer. You know what? I'm in. Not guilty. You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure?
I know she is, and I'll give you a hint as to why.
Yes?
Mediums can't have dreams.
Can't have dreams?
From what you told me, it sounds as though Maya was having a dream while channeling.
Yeah, she said she dreamt that she had died and had been buried in the ground.
But that's impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears, which means that it's impossible for her to have a dream during that time.
Then, what does this mean?
I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up.
A setup?
It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how it was set up.
Oh. So this has extra layers. Evidence? How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on?
If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands.
It is?
Just as it sounds, Phoenix, you hold the key.
Really?
The key.
Show me the key.
Show me the
case,
key to this
I'll
case.
show to her the key I hold.
Show me the key, goddammit.
The
Show
key!
me the fucking key. You have to present it.
Yeah. Present. The key!
Show me the fucking key.
Mia, have you seen this key before?
Ah, the key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that's happened in this case.
This key.
Phoenix, listen. Right now that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts.
What does she mean?
I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to this case is. That's enough.
But, how can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have...
And now...
At the time, I didn't know. But this day was going to end with a turn for the surprising.
Duh!
Oh my god. Mia, what?
What's wrong?
That's right, only I can see the Cyclops. Oh god. Mia has 3 fucking cycle. Mia must know something about the real murderer. Of course she does. She's a ghost.
But we're not gonna figure that out until later.
But for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key, even from me. What in the world is going on? To be continued. Why don't you just fucking talk?
We could have just ended here. We should have gone a little bit further. Shit, we could have just ended here on the stream last week. Fuck.
Babe, remember how far we... Like, how overtime we already had been?
Yeah, but this has literally only been like, what? Couple of minutes? Would have been fine. Probably. I don't know. Wow! Prosecutor Von Karma, you mean?
No, I heard it's his successor this time.
Successor?
Von Karma the Younger, aka his daughter,
let's
Francisca.
go! Manfred Von Karma. He was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks. All so he could win.
He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sorts of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now, his successor, I wonder what kind of person she will turn out to be. It's no good.
Mystic Maya! Pearly, you showed up. Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they had been training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then you came all by yourself? Yep, I snuck out in the manor and followed a map.
Pearl, resourceful, damn. Don't tell me you walked all the way here.
Of course not. I ran.
Oh, the youthful energy. I can't, oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train, oh man.
Pearly, what about the train? Huh? What's a train?
I give up.
It's very, very Chelsea Roberts. It's like, I ran, motherfucker. What's a train?
Pearl pulled a, Grogski? Is
Oh,
it
no.
from the second Professor Layton series, the prequel series?
I never played
He was
them, so...
Chelmie's predecessor, and he had a tendency to run places just because he could.
Alright, anyway, it's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth? Who's that? He's Nick's rival. Well, also he's a friend. Objection! You know, I still remember him. So I'd seen him only yesterday. Chew my gum. Be like a valley girl. I gotta do that with the other girl. Whatever. Every trial was a scorching, fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them, but when you're rivals for life...
Maya! Please don't mention that name ever again.
How? But why, Nick?
We broke up. I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone. He's not coming back.
What? Wait a second. What is that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom.
What the fuck kind of a voice is that? Well, let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway.
Nick?
June 21st. 10 a.m.
District Court Courtroom number 2. Chatter.
Our first look at the Von Karma the Younger. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya's Faye. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared? What is with this girl? Mr. Wright, are you finally prepared? Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me?
Mr. Phoenix Wright. German, I think that's German. Yeah. You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct? No,
sounds
that's
vaguely
Russian. That's Russian.
Yeah.
Fuck it, she's gonna be Russian now.
Oh, come on. She's literally a dominatrix from German Dungeon Porn. Come on.
I'm trying to think how I can do the... My German and my Russian are very... Hello.
You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, right?
Okay, see, I don't see the difference. Okay, fine. You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct? No, see, I get more Russian than I do German. I'm gonna try to, balance the line, but it's most likely probably gonna be Russian.
Yeah. Hold on. So, this kid is the feigned prosecutor Von Karma.
I am Franziska Von Karma, the prosecutor. Actually, give me a second. You know what? Let me real quick. I'm just gonna go watch...
yeah, you need to, practice a character voice and then have, kind of a trigger for said character voice.
Look, I do very well with character voices. Shut up. I just need... But... It does not... German does not come to my Jewish repertoire very easily. I'm just going to watch the Austin Powers movies real quick, and I'll be right back.
I see. Von Karma, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Ay.
Okay. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. What do you know? Listening to Frau Fabrizia does wonders for you. Revenge. I suddenly just want to scream out, bring in the Fembots!
Revenge? Is this about her father? Probably.
No, really.
If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can...
Shut up!
Ow!
I'm talking. If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me.
Please speak with your mouth like a normal human being. I beg of you.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Make no mistake. I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Good luck with that. Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please.
Those of Von Karma blood only have one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch.
Okay. I guess this is what the sense of perfection and that good old German engineering gets into you. Very well. What is the defense's position? Your Honor, does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes.
Sorry, just making sure I got everything here. I'm sorry, this is such a foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. She's talking about a fucking illiteracy. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea.
Good luck with that. Dominic just with the judge. He said, keep personal matters out of this, and she said cock and ball torture. No. She's into impact play.
That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time.
Justified self-defense. A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of himself. Sometimes it's also intentional, in which case you get first-degree homicide. But that's in certain states. I don't even know if what Wisconsin's statute on that is. That's the case of kill or be killed. Anyways. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense. However, the defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. And we know that that isn't the case.
How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call your first witness. And of course, it's going to be the same first witness that we always have.
Yay! The himbo! She's just as scary as her father like daughter, I suppose.
Witness, your name and occupation! I'm gonna go try to be full Frau as loud as I can without actually not being loud, because that would be very interesting. Oh god, I have to do both of these characters. Kill me.
You do.
Fuck off. Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Get to the point already! Explain to the court the details of this murder. Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and defendant were in the room.
What were they doing in there?
They were channeling a spirit, sir.
Channeling a spirit? The look on the disbelief on the judge's faces.
Anyway, after a few minutes after the channeling had started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room.
And that's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I have ever presided over. Or at least it looks like that on the surface. So, how was the victim killed?
I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time then.
Cause of death. I want to live in a world where public defenders do the same stupid poses on repeat. And yes, she whipped himbo.
Yeah, she's gonna whip everybody. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range, but before the victim was shot, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing.
So the victim was stabbed before being shot.
This is the victim's autopsy report, sir.
Autopsy report added to the court record. The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. They tried shooting the ghost, but since it has no physical form, they just shot that asshole and stabbed him a little bit. I guess, yeah, stabbed a little bit qualifies because it wasn't enough to kill him right away or anything like that. Anyways, fuck. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead. The shot was fired from point-blank range. Although, didn't we also prove that there was a bullet hole in the folding screen? We gotta figure out how that plays into that. Although, ooh, problem. Didn't we hear multiple gunshots? But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. What are you doing?
Now, I'm eating some M&Ms, and I'm rolling them around in my mouth and going, oh, almost choked on one.
Please, don't choke on a fucking M&M.
But then, I will die. And they'll say, how did he die? He choked on an M&M.
He died doing something, almost doing something he loved. Instead of choking on a dick, he choked on an M&M.
Excuse you, sir, I would not like to die choking on a dick. I would like to die... I don't know. I'd like to live forever, but...
I mean, yeah. That's something I can kind of vibe with.
I'm sure you can. Mm-hmm.
Don't choke on an M&M, sir. M and M. Written with an actual and instead of just this ampersand.
Maybe I will choke on an M&M, sir. I'm not just gonna choke on an M, I'm gonna choke on an M, I'm gonna choke on an ampersand, and I'm gonna choke on another M, just so that I can choke on a full M&M. Because I said so.
I have no words.
You ever have words?
Except for the fact that, someone made a really funny point about how there was this drawing of an M where the two outermost legs, I guess, were actual legs, and the middle part was...
I couldn't find the ampersand. Leave me alone, sir. Excuse you, it's literally in the top row of your numbers. Do you not know how to use the keyboard?
Yeah, it usually lines up with a 7 on a QWERTY keyboard. If I'm not mistaken, it's also that way on AZERTY.
On a...
AZERTY keyboard. It's the French-style keyboard.
Oh. It didn't sound like you finished that statement. It sounds like you fucking died or something.
Oh.
You just went, it's like a 7 on a...
On an AZERTY. Yeah.
No, it's not. Okay, maybe on mobile.
I just realized why you didn't hear anything. It's because of the fact that my internet went down for a split second there.
Oh, dumb boy. Nope, you're just stinky. Excuse me, what I do with my stink glands is none of your business, Castiel.
Oh my.
You shut up. It's none of your business either. My stinky glands are... stinky. Or how what is it? How,
Except when you're into things with armpits, but that's a thing.
Everybody is into things with armpits, technically. It just depends on what you're into specifically.
Yeah, it could be clean and floral, or it could smell
exactly.
like
Some people like it making
human.
them. Yeah, like you.
What? Okay, you know what? Never mind.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Bitch.
Okay.
Gulp.
Alright, I have a quick question. Why the fuck would you stab someone before shooting them? Especially when you have the ability to shoot at point blank range? Usually people are a little bit more deranged when they use multiple weapons, and there's some sort of symbolism behind it. Or like the way that someone is stabbed. But, this doesn't really have much of anything. Okay, what the fuck do I press and present on?
I don't know.
How helpful. Press on the first statement. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it?
I don't know.
Oh, it was the victim's. The victim? Now, why would he have... Oh, that's her voice.
What? What did I miss? What?
I just heard Von Karma go objection for once, and it's
Oh
like,
yeah, she has a higher. She has a objection.
Actually, it wasn't all that high.
Okay, it wasn't super high, but it was like objection. It was a woman's voice, and I ain't doing a fucking woman's voice. Obviously, because I'm not a woman.
But also, she sounded, she didn't sound like she had a German accent, but that's okay.
Fine,
it's just the word objection.
I'll just give her generic woman voice 1. No. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go back to giving her a Russian accent because for some reason I think it's funnier. It also just she's a Russian dominatrix. There's no reason why she can't be a Russian dominatrix. Are you saying only Germans can be dominatrixes? Because Russians can be dominatrixes too.
No, she just sounds like appearance-wise and behavior-wise sounds like and appears to come directly from a German dungeon porn.
And she could have, but why couldn't she have filmed that German dungeon porn in Russia? Don't you always know about how a lot of shit that they like to quote film in New York is actually done in like Canada?
Oh yeah, because it's cheaper.
Right.
So also because there aren't rules about American-made things in America, but there are things about Canadian-made things in Canada.
Yeah, so it could be the exact. So it could be in these other things. She's probably maybe she's Russian, but she's got that German look. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just doing the voices I like, so shut the fuck up. Anyway, why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point is that you are missing whose fingerprints are on the pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start.
Fingerprints? There were fingerprints. Please present your evidence.
She looked like an old woman who knows how to make herself look younger. Like me. Along with the victims, the defendant Maya Fays were also on the grip, sir.
So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. I walked right into her hands there. The shot was fired from point-blank range.
Wait.
We stand Andrew. Yes, we do, Castile.
Yeah, we do.
We stand Andrew. We support Andrew.
Me but me, because I don't stand.
We love Andrew.
Sometimes I hate myself. I play this wonderful game. I see how much I can hate myself wildly. Like Jinx Monsoon. Anyway, what is this? Wait.
What is what?
What is done? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What do you present? Wait, where? Wait, the shot was fired. You got the costume. It's even more incriminating. Wait. Oh, I'm on the wrong page of statements. See. Okay, never mind. Keep going.
Just keep pressing on things?
Sure, that always... I mean, at the end of the day, think about it. If I don't help you, this always works, so... Well, unless you have to present something, in which case...
Point blank, so about how far away was it?
It was anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. Too much for me.
And how do you know he was shot at point blank?
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Tisk. I grow tired of this foolish foolery of the foolish fools of the foolish country.
Excuse me?
Gunpowder burn.
Gunpowder burn. Oh, I know what this is.
When something is shot from a point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. There were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead.
Never knew that. Well, I did. Live and learn, I guess. I'm surprised you didn't know that, Phoenix. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest.
I'm good.
Stabbed? And what was he stabbed with? Phoenix, you aren't asking the right questions, but then again, most of this game does not involve Phoenix asking the right questions.
Not true. Yes, excuse me, and you could be stabbed with multiple things, so maybe he is asking the right questions. Anyway.
I guess, yeah.
A fruit knife.
I see, and whose knife was it?
It looked like it belonged to the vase, sir. And of course, Maya's fingerprints were all over it.
All over it, huh? That doesn't look good, but then again, anyone's fingerprints could have been all over that because they were just, you know, using it on fruit.
You don't know that. Anyway. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Just continue pressing on individual statements. How severe was the wound?
It had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart.
So it missed his aorta.
It's impossible to fight back, let alone stand.
This testimony makes Maya look like she stabbed him with the intent to kill.
Pretty much.
Okay, hold on. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot?
Yep. Sure can be. One look at the wound and you come to the same conclusion, pal. A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of the other foolish fools. God damn it. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What a pain.
That's
enough. We have clearly established that the victim was murdered.
I brought the two weapons with me today.
Very well, the court accepts them into evidence. Pistol added to the court record, and knife added to the court record.
The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time.
And the 2 murder weapons, both of the defendant's fingerprints on them? This does seem like an open and shut case.
Naturally. Naturally.
This is going from bad to worst, as if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. However, point blank, why the fuck would you shoot 2 times?
Because you missed the first time.
Done shot point blank around bullet hole. Only bullet hole, not bullet holes.
Can we keep going? Thank you.
That makes me wonder, why was there a second shot?
Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there's no room left for doubt, is there?
That is quite true, Mr. Wright. Yes. Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you would change your plea in less than 10 minutes.
What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense because now would be the time to do so? This is your final chance. This is a huge decision. I'd better think this through all the way.
What you gonna do?
I hate this game and how it sometimes gives you really weird-ass choices.
What are you going to do?
This game plays mind games with you. It's
And
like
if
it
it
wants to
does-
toy with you.
And if it doesn't, I will. Now, what are you going to choose?
Not guilty.
Okay.
No objections? Justified self-defense?
But am I laughing because what am I doing? Are you going to go in your gut and say not guilty, or are you going to go with the self-defense because you're unsure of yourself? What are you going to do?
I fucking hate you. I hate you.
I love you too, babe. What will you do?
I...
Wrong decision! Wrong decision!
Not guilty.
Click it, bitch. Don't be looking at me for the answer. Ooh, that was the wrong decision!
Was it?
No.
I hate you.
Technically, this is one of those ones where it doesn't really matter which one you choose. It ends up leading to the other choice anyway.
Oh.
But you chose the quicker way.
If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to a murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be destroyed and she'd be labeled a murderer. I can't let that happen. Your Honor, have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright? The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of a complete acquittal.
Whip. You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective?
Yes, sir.
Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike.
Yes, sir.
Now, see here, proceedings are run by me. Ah! Yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony.
I think the court would like to hear about the other pieces of incriminating evidence.
Sorry, pal, but there's even more incriminating a piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. So that's you.
So this is the outfit. Don't call shit a costume, bitch.
So this is the costume.
I'm pretty sure most people would say, costume is the wrong choice of words there.
I'm sure, but the judge is a dummy, so he's going to say costume.
Yeah, just like the detective. There certainly is evidence of backspray of blood on this.
This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime because, you know.
I see. The court accepts this as to evidence.
We have
Maya's
nothing better to do.
costume added to the court record.
And now it's time for you to play that game of what the fuck am I doing?
Oh, yay! Alright, Mr. Wright. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse?
Of course it can. Ha, what's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
My tail only stands upright.
Ooh.
Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing.
Never. And now it's time for the cross-examination. La la la.
I'm not even gonna press on the first statement.
La la la.
Press. Hold it. Maya's costume?
Excuse me.
Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her.
She's wearing her channeling costume. Outfit.
Costume?
Her acolyte outfit.
Costume, you say?
If she is not allowed to wear is she not allowed to wear anything else? No, that's probably just what was brought to her.
I'm just trying to think, like, I don't know if I've ever seen... Have I seen her really wear anything else? I'm trying to think through... Well, I think maybe in the later games, but not... Yeah, she basically just... Everyone in this game pretty much just has one outfit.
Yeah, it's typical game sprite stuff.
I mean, you'd think... Well, I mean, yeah, in, like, one game, obviously that would make sense, but you'd think, like, maybe there's a whole series of games, you'd think they'd be like, well, I guess we can give them a new outfit or something, but no, they didn't really... They never really decided to do that. I'm not entirely sure why.
It's because of the fact that people's clothes, especially in game or show or anime or something like this, where some things are sort of symbolic of their character, you don't want to shake things up too much. The most you might get is something progressing forward, Like, oh, so-and-so has now gotten a badge or a new tie or a tie in the first place. Something like that.
Yeah, I guess. It just seems very,
Or like
obviously noticeable.
Yeah. Or there's like a change of clothes that is supposed to be representative of the fact that they've suddenly had a very massive change in life, or they're growing up, or evolving as a person, something like that. Anyways, as you can see, it's covered in blood. Hold it. This blood on the costume, on the robes.
Labs show results that it was the victim's blood. Mumble, 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 mumble.
So there's blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes. Were there any... were there?
Were there any other clues you could glean?
You could glean from this piece of evidence.
Well...
Objection! If you must change the topic, then a good detective here must testify again. But too bad. Not enough time. Time to move on.
This is a murder, bitch.
Time to move on. Don't make me whip you.
Ah, yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. Ugh. Now even the judge is on her side? But if I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? Press further or let it go?
Let it go. Let it go.
Are you actually telling me to let it go?
What?
Are you actually telling me to let it go, or?
Maybe I am. But maybe I'm just singing. And maybe you should press further. But that may result in a penalty. But maybe it won't.
I hate you. I'll let it go. If I pursue this and I turn up nothing, it could be disastrous. You're right, Your Honor. There is absolutely nothing more to this.
Okay.
I can always go back to it.
Maybe, but maybe you can't. Maybe this was the only time you're ever going to be able to make that decision.
That's not how these games work. You and I both know that.
Yeah, well, sometimes I feel like you might be able to forget, so yeah. I can play a trick.
Oh, really? The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. I don't think you've given any evidence that he wasn't starting to do something or threaten something, but whatever.
How do you know?
He wasn't fighting back? How do you know if he was or wasn't?
We could find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal.
So did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances around this murder changes drastically. In that case, if the victim wasn't even defending himself while, like, the knife was being drawn against him, how the hell? We're in real trouble now. If only I had something to prove the victim did fight back. That Von Karma. She thinks she can decide the verdict of this testimony alone. I have to somehow find a critical contradiction, then I'll have her. I already know it!
Oh, do you now?
The screen! It was fired, pointing towards where Maya was. Objection! My goodness, that is a massive block that I could possibly lose. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this piece of evidence.
Because you're going to lose it.
Am I?
I don't see anything.
Sorry. Is this game not smart enough to know that?
Oh, one day when you finally finish this trilogy and are able to watch, so this is basically Ace Attorney, you'll see. You'll see.
Objection denied.
And there goes your widow doodle chunk. Bye-bye.
Really? That makes perfect fucking sense. Why was that not taken? That didn't go so well. No shit. Fuck
You
off.
got the right. Never. I will never fuck off. I enjoy laughing in your misery. I lap up your tears. Thank you. Thank you. I will be here all week. Tip your waitresses. Don't try the veal. Keep the veals alive. Thank you. Bye. Anyway, you have the right idea. Not really, but you have the right notion, but you're in the wrong ballpark.
Okay?
You obviously did not get a good enough look at some of your evidence. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to go through these one at a time.
Oh, I thought this had a note on who was who where.
Oh, God, no. You think they would do that? Are you kidding?
I mean, they showed us earlier with that, but I guess not.
Yeah, they showed it earlier because obviously they're going to do it during an actual court scene, but I mean, it's really not that difficult. You literally just have killer, victim, done. That's, you know. If there were like multiple people, sure, but anyway. Yeah, that's the folding screen. We already tried that and you saw it didn't work out so well.
Diagram of Fame Manor. Partial. Or at least the important parts.
At least the important parts to you.
Well, yes. Slightly translucent, it radiates softly with a mysterious light.
Once you see it, you will smack yourself on the forehead, or I will.
2 shots fired.
But we don't really know when those shots were fired. One shot could have been fired at any old random time of the day. Who knows? You need evidence that 2 shots were fired. Although I think you thought I had that when I had that thing in the wall.
Not just that. Wasn't it mentioned that there were 2 gunshots?
Yes, but seeing as how nobody really talks about the fact that there were 2 gunshots, or I should say that nobody really is like, yeah, there were 2 gunshots, but he has a gunshot in the head, so where's the other gunshot? You're missing something.
What am I missing?
I don't know. Go through your evidence. There's a pistol. Then what?
A knife.
Then a knife. What do you have? A knife!
No!
And then what?
And then Maya's robes.
You didn't see it. Well, I guess I have to help you. Even though it pains me, because honestly, just watching you squirm a bit is always a little bit of fun. Watching myself squirm is always fun, too. Gives you a small adrenaline rush, you know. That's why I try to do stuff if I have to clean. I wait till the very last minute, because then I get all antsy, and then I make it look great. Because you do it all at the last second. Obviously, you shouldn't do that with everything, but if I'm just like cleaning my room or something, I like to wait till the last second and then just do it all. I get it done real good, you know. Anyway, since I guess I will help you, because obviously you did not see it when it was presented, but you will see it once they present it again and you smack yourself very hard in the face and fall out of your chair, present the costume.
Present. This doesn't look like it's gonna work right.
It should. Hold on. Give me a second.
How exactly are the evidence in the statement
Yeah,
just now?
ignore them.
They aren't, are they? Not at all. Bitch! I just lost more bar from you.
Oh.
Oh!
This is actually your fault.
How?
You didn't press further on that previous statement before doing this.
As you can see, it's covered in blood.
Yes.
Are you kidding me? This blood on the robes.
I was wondering, I'm like, that should have worked, but then it's like, it didn't work because you didn't press further!
Because you made it seem like I shouldn't.
You know you stinker.
I hate you.
You don't hate me. I just frustrate you.
Yes, that's actually putting it into words. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that.
Besides, now do you see it?
Oh, the bullet hole!
Yes, the
Why the
bullet
fuck
hole!
is there a clean-cut bullet hole through a sleeve?
Well,
I just have to
once
look
we-
harder.
Once we present it, you'll see.
Mr. Wright, Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. No, it's not. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it. Actually, yes, there is. Gun already did that. Alright, looks like my time is up, so about the costume. There
Yes.
is one little thing.
Thing.
Your Honor, you can poke a hole in this. Actually, there's already been one poke through it. There is something very wrong with it.
Wah, wah, wah.
What are you talking about, pal?
Where is this problem you were talking about? I've come this far, there's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. The bullet hole. Oh, gotta present. Take that. I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. A hole.
Hole. But that wasn't in the report.
Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder.
Gunpowder? No one ever told me.
A hole that smells of gunpowder. It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole.
That's right, it must be. Not even it could be, it must be a bullet hole.
Order, order, order in my court. This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else. Maya's costume updated in the court record.
Sorry about that. Guess we messed up.
Is she actually smiling? How much else is she hiding?
Oh, you'll see.
Oh,
Pull
I can't
yourself
wait.
together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds.
No, it don't.
Continue with your testimony. That just now, was a fluke. Nothing more.
Wow, Francisca. Objection. How can you say something like that idiotic?
I mean,
This is a huge oversight.
we've seen some of the people that show up on these games. Like, they can say some pretty idiotic shit.
I know, but these brilliant prodigy
Yeah, but you know.
prosecution attorneys, what the fuck? How much crack are they doing?
Is it crack? Is that what you're smoking? Is it crack?
Nah, Francesca's probably on Adderall.
Just like you. Guess I have to make sure you're never a prosecutor.
No, I'm saying this is a dull moment when she's not actually on anything, so she can come to court like not wired.
Yeah.
Well, I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police. What Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true, that if the evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then no way. Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony.
Now you can present to the other statement.
Technological limitations. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
Now you can present that thing.
Objection! Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Yes? I love it when you call me by my full name. It's kind of a weird feeling.
I'll mention the dick thing later. Anyways, you said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
Yeah, I did.
Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole in your police overlook supposed to mean?
What does it mean?
I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back?
Ah, you're right.
It would seem that way. If the victim tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. Alright, the wind seems to be shifting.
Ha!
What is with that "are you finished yet" laugh?
Are you finished yet? Get it? Because he just said that and then she said it.
You are exactly like your father. Just remember, he went down at my hand. Don't get too cocky.
Yes, but unlike his father, he's not, as far as we know anyway, Francisca's not a dirty, lying murderer.
She has that going for her. I can at least commend her for that. She is pretty open about her love of whipping people too, which... you know.
You just wait. Now I'm really going to hope that store is open when I get there, because I'll show you whipping. Make a nice purchase. Do a little... or something akin to that.
Just know, the next time you visit, it'll have to have been with me, because you can't take that through TSA.
I'll have to buy a cheap one then. I'm not wasting money on something I can't keep.
Well, babe, we would be able to keep it. It would just be on my end.
Yeah, but I want it. What if I want to be a lion tamer? Oh, you never know. Anyway, it seems that my Faye was shot at by the victim. However, that's only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense. Which is what you didn't do earlier.
That is correct.
But here's the thing, is that even if you had taken a self-defense plea, you still would have literally been like, fuck it, I'm going to do a self-defense, but then you go, I'm not going to do a self-defense. So This is basically, it's literally like, I'm going to do it, but then you don't do it even if you said you were going to do it, and then now this all comes back to like, if you had said it, ooh. Yeah. Anyway, but I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what they clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, we've been new.
The defense has yet to prove anything at all.
No. Well, that's true.
Thank you. I'll be here all week. Thank you. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in this costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justifiable self-defense.
How so?
Don't just stand there. Strike a pose. There's nothing to it. Oh, I guess she doesn't want to perform Vogue. Fine, bitch.
No, she seems more like the type that's into, oh fuck, what's the genre for porn music? I know there's a specific name for that genre.
Well, there's a lot of porn music, like...
Well, there's technically a genre,
Yeah, but, like, what kind of porn? Because, you could be watching, like, soft... As Katya, I think, described it, Shaft, I'm becoming Sophia Nygaard. Shaft, smash that like button, and smash that porn button. Anyway, what was it that Katya said? Like soft Shannon Tweed-esque porn, and then deep, dark, guttural dungeon porn. And I feel like those two types of things would not have the same type of, quote, porn music.
I thought it had a more intricate name, but apparently it's just called porn or porno groove.
Porno groove. Get your ass on the disco floor and then do some fucking, I guess.
Pretty sure I've read something along those lines in a fan fiction before.
Well, that's disgusting. Anyway.
Actually, it wasn't all that disgusting.
It is disgusting. The only fan fiction that matters is my immortal. Thank you. Anyway, hurry up and tell the court.
I am going to argue otherwise on the note of even Castile. I mean, I wonder if Castile agrees because of fucking Twist and Shout, but that's just because that was really popular for a while.
No, My Immortal is the only true valid fan fiction. Specifically, people reacting to My Immortal is the only true fan fiction.
I need to show you that video about Sarah Z and the guy who tried to claim that he was a My Immortal author and wound up just showing off a fucking whole thing of sock
sure
bucket.
I've already seen it.
Oh.
I know I saw it in my recommended, and I think you will probably still watch it because I didn't watch it all. I just know I watched probably like 10 minutes, maybe at 2x speed or something. So probably like actually 20 minutes, but like it wasn't boring. It was just like
it starts to get kind of dense, and it starts to follow a pattern because this guy is definitely a pattern guy. Anyways,
with the new information acquired, of course, because I can't do anything by myself. Except for whipping. You want me to put together the scenario? Oh, my widow show? Yeah. Yes, sir. Right away.
What transpired?
During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back.
The last of his strength?
With the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun, because apparently he just has a gun. The victim took a shot, but they were too close. He missed. Wouldn't it make more sense that he wouldn't have missed if they were so close? But okay. The defendant then picked up the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it.
I think the idea is, he used the last of his strength. That's why he missed.
But even then. Anyway.
Yeah.
The
scenario I put together does make some sense.
Yes, sir.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you want to shoot holes through this?
Duh, of course I do.
Just by listening, it does make sense surface level wise. However, I won't give up that easily. Please refrain from glaring at me like that. You can't take two pairs of eyes on you like that.
You can't take everybody's eyes on him. He's the judge. He's like, please stop staring at me for the love of God.
Please stop staring at me like that. I can only handle one pair of eyes glaring at me antagonizingly at a time.
Keep going.
Anyways, now then, your cross-examination, please. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Hold it! There is quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess so. You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix Wright? My affair was in the middle of a channeling, was she not? When channeling with the Curian channeling technique, the medium physically changes. Where did she learn all this shit? With the nurse's build, the defendant could easily have been a match for the doctor.
So you're admitting that she literally physically changed her body. And mind. And soul.
She doesn't care. As long as it gets her a guilty verdict, she's happy.
Oh my God.
Here's the thing. Well, here's the problem. Technically, yes, you're right. Technically, yes, it's a different person, different body, different thing, if that was the thing. But at the end of the day, they can't arrest a ghost.
No, that's why it's quote-unquote the perfect murder.
Exactly. So it's like, at the end of the day,
to be fair, it's not their job to arrest a ghost.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same day, it's like a murder has occurred. They got to do something about it. They don't have to do something about it, but they usually don't.
Just bar someone from ever contacting that spirit again.
That's what they're gonna do. It's like, okay, so from here on out, nobody can ever talk to this lady again. She murders people, and we can't be having that, okay?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm already... she's killed
like 18 consecrate her
people.
grave so that her spirit moves far enough away from our world.
We'll put her in, like, Alaska or something. Let her get the Palins,
That's not what I was thinking. Like I was saying, consecrate her grave so that in the other world she no longer has a connection to our world.
Can we let her kill the Palins first and then do it, or?
Well, that's tempting, but we should find someone who, you know, is closer to them by default.
A polar bear?
That could work.
Okay. I didn't know there were polar bears in Alaska.
Well, I just meant like a polar bear spirit.
Oh.
Actually, maybe a blue whale. Or a great white.
Mm-hmm.
A North Pacific great white could work.
I'm sure it would.
I mean, it just needs to be a spirit. Come on. Anyways.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. She even studied up in the Korean channeling technique.
That's right, motherfucker. Like I said, I am perfect.
What about what you were talking about? I didn't quite get it. Never mind. Let's continue with the testimony.
He's stupid. He don't understand how all this works. Of course, oh yeah, I don't have to do this anymore, so.
Do I just keep pressing on everything?
Maybe. But maybe not.
Don't give me that.
Maybe not, but maybe?
So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him.
But if you think about blood loss, it was pretty bad.
How bad would you say it was?
How bad was it? I have to... Actually, I went to get blood the other day, you know. And afterwards, I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy.
Did you eat your juice and drink your cookie? Oh my god.
I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Ah! Sorry.
Ay, ay, ay. Also, you know that this is America because he just randomly has a gun. Where in the world did that pistol come from?
Looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically bought for that day.
Oh my god! Wait, doesn't that show intent of him murdering?
Possibly. Your line.
But a handgun...
He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder. Well, he's dead. What are they gonna do to him?
No, I'm just saying, like, how... I was about to say, how do you know you got it off... He got it off the black market, but I guess that's probably just the assumption because there's no records of him going anywhere, especially,
Well,
you know, normal for
just
gun
run
dealing
it.
or whatever. But anyways, but why did Dr. Gray bring a gun to a spirit channeling? Was he taking precautions against something? Yeah. Yeah, we been new. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. What? Hold it. So, you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then?
Sorry, pal, but that's what I think. The two of them were fighting when a shot was fired.
Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. Oh my god. Why is no one bringing up... Nah, why is no one bringing up the obvious question of what that one, like, they were... He missed because they were too close. You're at point blank range. How do you miss?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Well, unless your gun is knocked out of your hand or something, but seriously, Maya has never fired a gun before in her life.
The victim had already taken off the safety.
Oh my god, wait. If he took off the safety, doesn't that mean that he, had a lot of time and... Heck, hold the fucking phone. It takes, like, 2 seconds to take off safety, but that's 2 seconds to get a second stab move in. What the fuck?
So? Anyway, even with the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it by pulling the trigger.
Most handguns are semi-automatic here in the US. I guess I'm just used to...
And this was, well, again, this was also back in the early 2000s. This was like maybe 2004.
It's a revolver pistol. It doesn't have a safety.
Yes, it does.
It's a hammer. You pull back the hammer, or you have to pull fully on the trigger. That is how they have been since the Wild West days.
I've had a revolver before. It had a safety on it.
Oh. The only revolvers I've ever run into, I guess, are the high-powered magnums.
Don't ask me why I've had a revolver.
I had a revolver because, well, not had, but I've handled a revolver.
I've handled miniguns. I know that sounds so creepy out of context. No, I just was a really big fan of BB guns and stuff, and I would have it in my house because I'd like to pretend to be James Bond, you know. I never had, I take that back, I had BBs, but I never used them. I thought that was stupid. It was more fun just to walk around and pretend to be like, I'm James Bond, but I don't have any bullets in this thing because, ew, I don't want to shoot stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That'd make a terrible James Bond. I have a gun, but I don't want to shoot anybody.
Yeah, I've had to fix a bunch of fucking BB holes left in wood paneling. Oh my
that's because they
God, they make so many holes everywhere.
See,
how does that not, like...
Because metal.
Problematic for people.
It is problematic. That's why you should never use metal. All the BBs I ever had were plastic. I was never dumb enough to be like,
here's the thing.
If you had metal BBs.
I picked up a mixture of metal and plastic BBs on the floor around those areas that were covered in BB holes.
Well, obviously, if you had metal ones and plastic ones, obviously the metal ones were the ones that went through, and the plastic ones were just sort of like there. The plastic ones really don't go through it. It's the metal ones. Unless these are, I mean, again, that's kind of stupid, but unless you're like literally putting it up against the wood grain, and then like if you had it with the plastic, maybe. But yeah, usually that's why you don't use metal BBs. You shouldn't use any BBs really. But
yeah,
we got to play the games, and that's why America has so many, bad people. Because we still have BB guns, but I like BB guns. I like BB guns that feel like real guns. So it's like I can have a BB gun in my hand without having to worry about, I remember when I was
firing at someone.
Firing at someone, yes. I could never imagine that, like, I could never imagine being like, let me have a real gun. God, no. It's more fun just to play pretend than to do any sort of real thing.
I think the one nice thing about Home Alone 3 was that the kid's name Alex, I think, he had that little bubble blowing gun. He cleverly was able to play it off as if it was a Glock.
It's so shocking that there's something good about Home Alone 3.
I mean, to be fair, the traps in the house were not that dumb.
I just find it funny that people be like that anybody would say anything good about anything that isn't Home Alone 1 or Home Alone 2. Like, Home Alone 4 is absolute garbage.
Oh my god, yeah.
And I feel like Home Alone 3 is... I feel like maybe, and I could be wrong, had they just brought everybody back, although I feel like at that point it would have been like, it's the third time these fucking retard parents have left the kid at his house. What the fuck are they doing?
Yeah. Home Alone was meant to be an anthology, just like the Halloween series, I'm guessing. But then...
No, I don't think so. I think they just...
Well, at that point, it was meant to be an anthology. But then they decided to go back to Kevin as a character.
I'm pretty sure they wanted Kevin, but they were able to get it for the second one. But those parents were so stupid. It's like...
Yeah.
It's not funny. I mean, it is funny, but it's not funny. It's just like... Why? Whatever. Anyway.
Even me, I wonder. Why are you curtsying?
Now do you understand? Von Karma's logic is perfect.
His testimony certainly makes this look very bad, but there's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere.
Of course there's gotta be a contradiction, but will you be able to find it?
And uncovering... It is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it.
I mean, maybe like 20 minutes later, more court times, and going to search stuff and doing other... You've already pressed everything, so you know you're going
Did
to
I
have to
press this one? Yeah, I guess that was the last one.
Because that was the last one. So you know you have to present something at somewhere at some time, but what?
Okay, so what do I press? Or
You mean present.
present. What is there that I'm missing?
Yes, okay.
Could it be a profile? Oh, we have a Franziska von Karma profile now.
Yes. Hold on.
Can't wait for her to taste defeat. Wait a fucking minute. She's 18.
Yes, she started in 13, remember?
Yeah, I thought she was older than 18. But
No,
oh my
this
god,
is-
she turned
this is
18 and got
right.
right into her sex dungeon phase.
Oh, jeez.
Or maybe that's just how she's always tried to keep away the older prosecutors.
Probably. I mean, think about it. Anybody tries to come to her, she's gonna whip those fuckers right in the face, as she should.
That would make a lot more sense. Okay, that explains a lot.
I mean, it doesn't really explain anything. She could also just be a bitch and like to whip people, so...
Yeah, without their consent.
It's all the types of... Well, I mean, if you decide to talk bad about me, whip! Don't you talk back to me, whip! Bitch.
You could just say something and not try to hurt me.
Guess what? Say something. I'm giving up on you, whip!
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
Whip! I see it, but you haven't seen it yet, so I'm waiting! I'm waiting! Think about it! Did he actually miss when he shot at her? But he missed. Does something in your evidence contradict that?
Well, he got her sleeve.
That doesn't really sound like missing, does it?
Oh. That might be all he needed to do.
Well, are you just going to sit there or present?
Present. Objection. Missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing.
What do you mean?
This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Yeah, explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume?
Gunpowder burn?
This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. But there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. Just a smattering of scent.
Oh.
That is actually a very good point. And what exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing quite apart from each other.
I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, Gumshoe didn't create a very good testimony. I'm disappointed too.
You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that?
I just did. But okay.
What with wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away.
You can explain anything away. Yes. Yes, you can. What are you getting at? Okay. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking.
Let's see. Every time I say the words "let's see," I think about Garfield. Which is such a weird statement, but it's from an episode of Garfield and Friends where he's like helping Amerigo Vespucci put the map of America or something, I forget. Or the country, you know. And I just remember him, he's like, Garfield the cat throughout history, and he's just like, okay, let's see. I'll put the Oklahoma here, and I'll put Missouri over here, and yeah, anyway. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. It was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that?
Objection. As if that was even possible. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to put the defendant very far after that.
Oh, shit! Well, then... That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then, while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot.
Why would you push someone away when you were about to strike again? Don't put that in, Von Karma. That's a bit of detail that could do your undoing.
She doesn't
That's
know that.
storytelling 101. It doesn't satisfy me. It doesn't satisfy me, Francisca. That does make an awful lot of sense. No, it doesn't! What do you think, Mr. Wright?
He's literally just, he just agrees with whatever he hears. He's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Oh yeah, that also makes sense. Oh yeah,
something doesn't make sense. There is a fatal flaw in her explanation. Fatal flaw? Yow!
Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation.
There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere.
Oh, there is, but
she put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took a shot. There must be a piece of evidence in that contradicts this line of thinking.
But is there?
The folding screen?
It could be. This could be the whole thing that breaks everything.
Right here, right now, the folding screen?
Let me just make sure. Not that I'm trying to help you or anything, but I'm sure you don't want to...
We don't need to lose the points.
I mean, you don't need to. I don't really mind.
But I know you do because you want to be done with these cases as fast as possible.
I mean, it's more fun to watch the square me. Actually, it's more fun to go through weird Etsy stuff, which I still want to do.
Yeah, we really should.
Weird Amazon, weird Etsy, weird Amazon. I want to go through weird Amazon reviews, bad Amazon reviews, all the Amazon reviews of everything. Okay, anyway, wait. Okay, go for it.
Present the folding screen. Take that. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic. What is that, a folding screen? I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. It looks like you already know what I'm talking about.
Who, what, where?
Mr. Wright, your explanation, please. Are these two really that clueless? Yes, they are,
Yes.
Phoenix. The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means... When the shot was fired, the defendant was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. Order! Order! this changes everything. Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot, and the bullet hit this folding screen wide to the side. It hit this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area.
You only get one shot at this.
Uh-oh.
Well, I should say you only get one shot. I mean, technically, you get, let's see, probably like 1, 2, 3, probably like 5 shots before you're completely out of.
Yes, I know, but
But I'm sure you don't want to, so.
do I go here? Here?
Let's
Here?
play hot or cold. Cold. Warmer. 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 Hotter. Hotter. Hottest. You're fucking burning alive.
On top of the victim?
No, I'm just fucking with you. Cold. 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 Warmer. Cold. Warm. Cold. Warm. Cold. Cold, warmer. High.
Oh! She was behind the screen!
Yeah, and it only took like 28 minutes for you to figure that out.
Oh, God. Okay, that explains a lot. Here! Behind the folding screen.
Ah! The victim and attacker were fighting, were they not?
Yeah, he was shooting at her!
Then what would the attacker be doing all the way back there?
What?
Besides which, if the attacker was behind the folding screen, then how could the victim easily know where to shoot? It's obviously impossible.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wait,
What?
that's where it's supposed to be. What? I don't present anything else. Piece of
Did I
evidence.
just screw up royally? What's done is done.
Okay.
For now, I should focus on where mine was at the time of the crime.
So try like maybe not as close to behind. Try like right at the edge of where the behind. Yeah, like right. No, a little bit behind. Like right, a little more. Like right about a little up. Yeah, like right there.
She was standing here near the folding screen. Oh, that makes sense because that's where her sleeve would have been if she was like holding the edge of the folding screen with her left arm or hand.
Yeah, I guess
she was
so,
running
yeah.
behind. Okay, near the folding screen.
Oh, wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that? Oh, isn't it possible the defendant was standing much closer to the victim?
It wouldn't be exactly like that. It would be a little bit more like down in the diagram, but no. That's impossible. But why? You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this robe.
Curse you, Phoenix Wright!
I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation? It changes everything! Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with a knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at this time?
Squatting all the way by the folding screen?
Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike?
Yeah.
Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense.
Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason.
Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job.
Oh.
Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in better sorts.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
She hasn't tisked yet.
I don't care.
Blast radius of disaster.
That animation gives a tisk tisk, damn it. You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me.
Don't forget, your father was a liar and a cheater. Don't mention him. You make yourself less credible.
I mean, to be fair...
Historic case rhetoric. Don't pull that on yourself.
But, like, not gonna lie, at the end of the day, she's still... Even with all the lying and cheating, people will probably most likely still be like, oh, I mean, he was a great prosecutor. I don't care if he was a murderer. It's like Trump. It's the whole thing. It's like, yeah, well, I mean, yeah, sure, he cheated and murdered and did stuff, but yeah, he was a great prosecutor. The same thing.
Except it was also proven that he wasn't a very good prosecutor. He had to lie and cheat in order to prosecute.
That's also been proven about the president, and there's a shit ton of people who still support him, so what's your point?
It's mostly because those people are clouded by red versus blue.
And you think she isn't clouded by him being her father?
People should be most critical of people they are closest to. Yet they aren't.
This is a video game, and you are just overlooking into this, what you always do, so just keep going.
Fair enough. There are so many holes in how people behave. Anyways, of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile? Be thankful it was that and not her...
Just keep going.
Jawline? Actually, they share a similar jawline. Pointy.
Yes, I'll point to you. Just keep talking, damn it. Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic?
It wasn't him.
How is this my fault? You can start repairing your standing there by removing your 3-strand goatee, and rest assured your punishment will be coming later. Punishment?
Yes, she'll see you in the dungeon later.
Oh, shut up. Just keep going. Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this defective's face.
Defectives?
Defective detective's face. I will now call the next witness.
Next witness? It's gotta
That's right,
be Lotta. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness.
Or we'll just end this stream before we get to Lotta.
No, please, let's continue.
Yes. We will do this bit, and then when we get back... Actually, no, wait. Yeah, this is perfect. Okay, goodbye, everybody.
No.
Yes. We only got like 12 minutes anyway. What the fuck is the point if we don't stop now?
We can at least get through the mid-session, the recess.
It makes it so much easier when it's to be continued. That's fine. No, it's fine.
June 21st, 11:37 a.m. That was a close one.
I know you were giving it your all to defend me. But I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air.
I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself.
But you were wonderful. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you.
Oh my god, Pearl. Wait, tricked?
That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart.
Oh, well, that sucks. Another dam, like always. Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, my ghost will come after you with my sis and will hunt the shit out of you.
Oh my god.
Your sister? Are you talking about Mystic Mia? Yeah, do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer, unlike Phoenix. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, what midsection? We should have just ended there.
I thought it would have more conversation. But oh, it's just filler.
I told you.
Alright, fine. Suspend gameplay because you don't want to continue.
Well, it's only got 10 minutes. What can we do in 10 minutes and then be stuck in the middle of something and then it'll feel weird? It's easier to have a point of starting or finishing and starting off on.
Ugh, fine.
It
Fine.
feels weird.
Fine. What?
I don't know. It was just Fiend your Feinstein's Fame. I don't know.
9.
No, you can't say that word. You're not German.
Ignores your fear and you'll be fine. We'll turn this fear into a 9.
No.
Oh.
Just stop it.
You don't even know what I was singing from, do you?
No, I don't, and I don't really care.
Oh, but didn't we say we would watch 6 when you got here?
I don't remember saying that.
I remember you saying that.
No, I don't.
I thought you said maybe. Well, you said maybe.
Yeah, probably maybe.
You said it would be better if we watched it when we were together.
I think I just said that to delay it, so.
Well, you delayed it.
Well, I'll delay it even further.
You can diddle me while we watch it. Like.
Oh, yeah, that sounds so nice. Diddly, yeah. I'm going to give you the old Ned Flanders diddle. I'll give you the old diddly daddly doodly diddly diddly. I'm having a stroke. Diddly. Anyway, goodbye, everybody.
Welcome to the house of Holbein, yeah.
Goodbye.
Okay, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you want to see more. Hit the notification bell for notifications as to when we go live. I hear they work sometimes. You can check out our streams on Thursdays from 7 to 9 U.S. Central Time, approximately. Sometimes we start late, sometimes we end late, sometimes both, sometimes neither. Sometimes we go longer.
I try not
sometimes
to
we
do
end
that.
early.
I try to do that.
Yeah, you have a thing for not liking long streams.
It takes 2 hours out of my day. I don't like that.
I mean, I guess I'm just used to it because I've been doing it for so damn long.
Yes, you've been doing it for like, what? 8 years, 10 years, 12 years, 13 years, 17 years, 525,600 minutes.
525, yeah. Anyways, you can also see me streaming solo on Sundays from 6 to 9, nice, U.S. Central Time. Keep in mind that both of those are U.S. Central Time based, so, like, add an hour to all the times for...
Or minus an hour, or add an hour, don't add an hour if you're in the same space as him, or, shut up.
Yeah, anyways, you can check out channel... You can check out Andrew's channel in the description.
English that he speaks not well. Yes,
hey, by the way, me and Andrew have a podcast.
No, we don't. Not right now.
Well, we want to bring it back.
Yes, that would be nice.
Yes, it's called 2GaysStream.
Yes, hopefully it'll be returning soon.
Yes, and we're debating on whether or not we
revive
our old podcast properly.
But do we even need to? I mean, we could also just be doing episodes of random shit. We don't need to make it podcasty, I guess.
Yeah. So in that case, definitely subscribe and maybe hit the bell if you think it works. for notifications as to when Andrew and I possibly upload extra videos. You know, fun stuff.
I mean, we should be uploading videos. That's what most channels do, but we just stream.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of channels do also just stream. Sometimes people split them out.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, goodbye.
I don't think that works right. Anyways, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Guy Smith and
Andrew B.
we're signing off. Until next time, take care. We'll see you guys. Bye!
Bye.